Hey, this is Brandon from Bob Nutrition, and today we're going to be talking about how to lose weight and keep it off forever, right? Because any diet or any weight loss intervention you do, it all works in the short term, okay? But what we're focused on is the long term. So one of the guiding principles of biology is homeostasis, meaning the organism keeps its internal environment in equilibrium or in balance in and adapting to an external environment by adapting to external environment. So when you're looking at weight loss, there's a lot of people, you've heard of all the people, they'll lose, 12 pounds, but next thing you know, they gain the 13 pounds. This is homeostasis at work. So that leads to us talking about the body set weight point. Everyone has a body set weight point, right? Let's say me, around 180 pounds, that's what my body likes to be, and that's my body set weight point. So if I lose 5 pounds, 175, over the long term, the body wants to get back to 180. If I gain 10 pounds, over time, the body's going to reduce my hunger hormones, and I'm going to get back to 180. It likes to be at 180. So if you're very overweight, you have a high body set weight point. So the whole point to losing weight, when talking about the long term, is lowering the body set weight point. Okay, so your fat cells are much like an organ. Okay, they release hormones. Your fat cells release a hormone called leptin. Leptin is sent to the hypothalamus, an area of your brain. And leptin tells the hypothalamus, hey, we have enough energy in storage, and that, you could decrease your hunger. We have enough energy. In obese people, they have a lot of leptin, but the hypothalamus is leptin resistant, meaning it can't hear this leptin signaling. So the body is basically saying, even though it has a lot of energy, stored energy around it, the brain thinks that it's still starving, that it doesn't have enough energy because it can't hear the leptin. So that's a factor when it comes into the body set weight point. So how do you lower that? To be honest, the obesity researchers still don't really understand how to lower the leptin resistance or lower the body set weight point. Okay, so there are hypotheses out there. It's not proven yet, but there's a lot of hypotheses out there, and whether or not we know the mechanism works or not, it works, right? So one of the best hypotheses out there to lower the body set weight point is to lower insulin levels. Insulin is a hormone that's anabolic, meaning anabolic, building up new tissues, right? So when insulin is released in the body, your body goes from burning to storing. And when insulin levels are low, this is a signal to start using its stored energy for fuel. So one of the best ways to lower the body set weight point, and this is a hypothesis, is to lower insulin levels. The best way to lower insulin levels, cut out sugar, cut out all the fruit juices, the colas, and cut out refined carbohydrates. Refined carbohydrates, there's a lot out there. White bread, all the white carbohydrates, white bread, all those refined carbohydrates. Those are the best ways to lower insulin levels. So what's left to eat after you cut out the refined carbohydrates and sugar? You got your good quality proteins, and then you have your good quality fats. And then you have the other carbohydrates that are more complex, wholesome, the legumes, beans. Although some people argue that it's best to even leave those out, leave almost those carbohydrates out if you want to lower insulin levels. And another way to lower insulin levels, which I think is the best way, is intermittent fasting. going periods without food. That's the best way to lower your insulin levels and lower the insulin resistance. Okay, so that's my tip for today. To lower the body set weight, you want to lower insulin levels. You want to cut out the sugars, fruit juices, sodas, and you want to cut out the refined carbohydrates, all the white bread, white rice, potatoes, and exactly. That's my tip for today. And start fasting. All right, so I hope you got some value out of this video. Have a good day. Peace out.